Hey everyone! So, I heard about these videos where you make a speed paint and you tell a story. I kinda figured I wanted to try one. Anyway, this is a story of how I saw a ghost in my church while playing hide and seek. Sounds pretty self-explanatory, doesn't it? Well, it kinda is. You see, we were at youth group. This was years ago. I was maybe 13 or 14. Still pretty young. Anyway, basically, we had just finished the service early. It was already dark outside, so we decided what better way to spend our time than by playing hide and seek. I mean, really, that's what all teenagers want to do at that age. The game was fun, but it was still kind of too dark outside. Some of us were too young, so we did it inside. We had a few rounds, and then on one of the rounds, I was the seeker. So I stayed in the basement for a while, counted to about 60, because us teenagers don't have the time to count to 100. Anyway, I counted to 60, then I started looking around the basement. Looking behind the fake walls, up the staircases, the bathroom, closets. You know, usual places for hiding. Some people even decide to hide underneath boxes or in boxes. There's also this little cubby that everyone wanted to hide in. You see, the cubby was the perfect size for most of the smaller teenagers. And once you're in, you were completely invisible towards everyone, unless that person knew about the hiding spot. And only a few of us did. Anyway, so I find maybe 4 or 5 kids down there. And it's about time to head up to the sanctuary. So, knowing the fact that the majority is going to be up there, sanctuary is big, dark, bunch of chairs to hide behind, stage you can hide in, the drums, all that stuff. And then there's the upstairs, which is basically the office area where they have the projector and the computers. So, I make it upstairs, and I look into the sanctuary where there's these two big doors and both are opened, so it just looks like this one massive doorway. And I look in there, and on the stage, right next to where the pastor speaks, is this man. Only, he's glowing light blue. I don't know about you, but most men I know don't glow light blue. That's kind of a no-no. Anyway, I had no clue how to feel about this. Like, I was terrified. I watched for a few seconds as he walked across the stage, and then he looked at me, and I ran. I bolted for the stairs. But one thing about me is I'm curious. Call it a flaw, call it an asset, doesn't really matter. I am curious. I want to know things I don't know. So, this was a thing I didn't know. I wanted to know, I wanted to understand what that man was, where he came from. So, I go back up the stairs. And wouldn't you know it, the man's gone. Nothing. No glowing residue, no person in sight, no shadows, nothing. The glowing blue man is gone. I just stood there for a while, kind of flabbergasted that this person disappeared that quickly. I was only gone. I turned around for maybe 2 seconds before I came back. That's not enough time to get across the stage, let alone disappear. So, I just kind of brushed it off then. I figured it might be some sort of prank. But I asked around. Nobody else had seen it. Not a single person. I asked them if they saw a man on stage. They said no. I even went around asking if something was going on I didn't know about, and there was nothing was going on. The people hiding in the sanctuary, in the chairs where the man was, did not see him. Only I did. So, needless to say, I was a bit freaked out. I keep getting told, or asked rather, if I think it might have been someone wearing glow sticks or paint or something like that, something to glow in the dark. And I have to keep telling them no, I don't think that. Because if that's what it was, somebody else would have seen it. There was people up there, sitting in behind the chairs, where the man was, and no one saw it. This guy was giving off light. Like, there was brightness around him. He wasn't just glowing, he was almost shining a light blue. And no one else saw him. For a while, I thought I might be crazy. I figured I just wouldn't think about it, and eventually I'd forget about it. But that's not the way it happened. You see, normally when I imagine stuff, it's like a dream. It goes away in a few days. But it's been years and I still remember this story. I still remember seeing that man and being scared and going back up to see what it was, only to find out there's nothing there. And in all honesty, I'm kinda glad I saw it. It might have been a ghost, and it might not have been. But whatever it was, it didn't seem to mean me harm. And it seemed... I don't really want to impose this, but... it seemed almost like a sign of something that I haven't quite figured out myself yet. Well, that's my story. If you liked it, then I'll try and make more of these. I got plenty of stories to tell, just I need to know if you're interested. If not, then I might continue just posting random speed paints. Bye!